Hey guys, so I'm doing another video today. So today I am doing Flying Dog Hefeweizen. So you can see it. Let's see, I'm not really sure where these guys are. Let's check the bottle. They are from Maryland. Frederick, Maryland, it looks like. Yeah, so I had this one before. I rather like it, but I figured I'd do a video today of it. So let's get this baby open. Top. Let's see how she pours. Really opaque. I can see that already. Seems to have a pretty nice head. It looks like it's going to stick around. Usually wheats have a pretty nice head because they have a pretty high protein level. This is extremely opaque. It's really light, but I couldn't even make out a figure from 3 inches away with how opaque this is. In fact, it's weird. I have a pint glass that, as you can see, it kind of gets wider at the top. So the top of it, which is a little bit thicker, is way darker when I look at it from here, whereas the bottom is lighter. That's just because of how thick the top of the glass is and how thin the bottom is. But let's take a smell on this. That's interesting. It's got a little bit of that banana aroma that a lot of Hefeweizens have. Some of that clove, not a ton of it. At least not that my nose can necessarily detect. It's definitely a yeast-forward beer, though. You can get some of the wheat in the nose, but it's a yeast-forward beer. I think this is the first yeast-forward beer I've done, on here at least. No, now I'm definitely getting the banana in the nose. Well, banana in the nose. No, I don't have a banana in my nose. Just the aroma. I'm getting more banana when I smell it than I did previously. Really light and really crisp. The mouthfeel is a little bit, how do I describe it? I don't want to say stickier than a Pilsner or than a light lager. It's a little thicker feeling, a little more bold of a mouthfeel. Lingers a little bit after you swallow it down. It's pretty nice. Definitely not my favorite. I've got Hefeweizens that I prefer over this, that I would take any day. But this is what I grabbed. This is what I figured I'd review. And I mean, all beer is beautiful. I don't regret any beer that I review. Personally, I don't know if I'd go back and grab a 6-pack of this. I would say if you really like, or if you haven't tried this, and if you really like Hefeweizens, go for it. Why not? There's nothing wrong with it. It's pretty accurate to a lot of Hefeweizens I've had. 2 or 3 years ago, I would have said, "Oh my God, this is awesome!" And in fact, last time I had it, I said it was awesome. But my tastes have changed a little bit over the years. As I've said numerous times before, I'm a really malt-heavy guy now, whereas I used to be yeast-heavy. I've never really been hop-heavy, and I don't think I'll ever get there. But yeah, this is not a beer, not a bad beer by any means. Yeah, so that is, again, Flying Dog's Hefeweizen. It's 4.7 alcohol by volume. Their website says they use pearl hops. I've worked with pearl. I've smelled pearl. I've tasted pearl. I've even isolated specifically pearl in hop tea. I'm not getting any of it in this. This is a very low IBU beer. The hop aroma just is not coming through at all. So if you really like pearl as a hop, that's P-E-R-L-E, by the way. I'm probably butchering that. I'm really not sure of how it's pronounced. I'm not sure if it would be pronounced more the German way or the English way. I don't know those things. A lot of times when it comes to German naming, there will be a German name and an English name. Munich, for instance. Munich is only Munich in English. In German, it's München, which Americans can't really pronounce, so we call it Munich. So I'm not sure if pearl is another one of those things, if the Germans have a different pronunciation, or if I'm using an Americanized pronunciation of a German word. I'm really not sure. I know a little bit of German. I've been studying it for a while. My grandmother's German, but my beer knowledge for the most part is in English only. A little bit of my wine knowledge is in German, but the two don't really translate that well. Beer and wine knowledge, that is. I could know one thing in regards to wine in German, and it could have a completely different term just specifically related to beer. Like for instance, in the English world, we use lees when talking about the yeast sediment at the bottom of wine, and we use trub when talking about the yeast sediment at the bottom of beer. Trub is a German word. Lees is a French word. So I mean, even some of the things that I know for wine and how they translate to German, that doesn't mean that those then come back and translate to English beer vocabulary, if that makes sense. Yeah, this is a nice one. I really don't think I'd go out and get it again, but it's got its place. I would drink this. Let me see, what's the ideal situation in which I would drink this? If I had a buddy who was coming over who said, I really like wheat beers, I would probably get a little bit of this. I would get a little bit of Franziskaner. Actually, no, Franziskaner isn't wheat. No, it's a Weiss beer. Jeez. Yeah, I would probably pick this up if I had a buddy who said, I really like wheat beers. Maybe with a little bit of variety, just so they could have a couple different things. Yeah, if you guys pick this beer up, then that's Flying Dog Hefeweizen. If you pick this up, let me know what you think. I want to hear what you guys think. Do you love Hefes? Do you hate them? Do you wish they did them a little differently? Maybe with a slightly hoppier note to them. Maybe with a completely different yeast strain. Maybe if they did Hefeweizens without that banana clove flavor. I just want to know what you guys think. So write in, let me know. Leave it in the comments. Whatever. I'm always interested in hearing what other people think about beer. So thanks for watching.